Okay, so welcome traders for the YouTube traders. Just let me know if you can hear me. Good morning, Mike, Steven, Demo, Anthony. Good morning, all traders. All right, so first of all, read the disclaimer. It's very important every single time. Read your disclaimer. So these sessions are provided by Bookmap. We don't give away here financial advising, but it's only for educational purpose. So read your disclaimer as well, and use always these lessons to learn how to use the order flow. I trade a trading system. My playbook is formed by 10 strategies that I use for small caps, large caps, and futures. And when I have the signal that my system gives me, I confirm, I double check it with Bookmap, where I use the order flow, the levels, and the imbalance for my trading. And then I take the trade with the risk reward. Right now, I want to go into TRUG, and then we're going to look at other things in the market. The levels that I'm watching are $2, $2.17, so that is TRUG for me. So it's going to 190 TRUG. We have the first key level over here, 205, and then we have the last level, 215, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm watching over here for a potential starter. Around 195, $2, we'll look for a starter into the TRUG. Just to say about TRUG, what we have over here. Daily level 205. TRUG, we have a small micro float, so around 2 million over here. Let's see if we have the setup. Took a start over here, 195. TRUG, we have in this case float, depends over here which data fee we use, but it's a small float, less than 4 million. The company has very low cash. They say they have 10 million of cash, but that's still a low amount of cash traders. We have warrant and spending effect at $10, so a little bit far from the actual price. And no other dilution. So we have a small dilution on the stock. We can now lower this. We can put around second over here. Instead of HOLO and TGL, we're gonna put TRUG, because in this moment we're looking at this, okay? We're looking at this daily level. You can see over here, sellers coming in around 205, which is the daily level. Then we have another one at 215. $220 over here. And this is the most important level where I want to over here look if we're gonna have a play, this 215, 220. So some heat map above, but still like grinder. Volume is still there, 160K, making higher lows. This has been pumped. We want to see a lower high. And then only if we have a big stuff, we're going to trade a short over here. confirmed. So I took over here a bigger portion at 214 short right now, risking the 230. So we can use also over here the chart. So we're gonna risk over here 230. And the reason why we're taking this trade is because we have a daily level, the price is stalling, we have some resistance 30. The volume is still high, so we have around 260K. And the setup we traded this morning were already 4. If you are part of the room, we traded 4 stocks, 4 wins in small caps. And then also looking at futures. Everything shared if you go in the chat room. This is far. So we could have a dump right now to the 190. This is what our students did this morning. So TGL, Whole and others. So first dump over here to 0.5. They slim. And you can see over here the system gives me the confirmation of a short with this J slim. Now I'm looking for 190, but we can see some support over here in the $2. So I want to see over here a fail of this. Let's see if we can fill this $2 traders. There's still some absorption from that $2. $2 over here seems like going. 197. Okay, we can take over here the first profit. So in this case, we're going to hold the trade with the risk always 230, 195. We can see now still some heat map over here, 195. You can see buyers are stepping in. So they're trying to hold over here the price action. Beautiful, the J Slim this very far. If this confirms. Besides this, as we said, we're looking at Tesla, Holo, TGL, but right now, traders, we're just following the second TRUG because this is a setup that all the community is trading. Okay, so we are actually short over here. Because in this point, we're short at 214 with the risk 230. It came to the first target over here in 190. No, I was looking for 190, but 195, 194, we have Bookmap. And you can see once Bookmap over here had this heat map with VWAP, okay, we started like to push. And we have to check how is the volume. For now, they're selling. So I want to see this. Let's see if they absorb and dump, or they absorb and they're gonna bounce, okay? For now, we're looking over here holding. The alert came exactly 211, which is this level over here. You can see the confirmation. So let's see if this is gonna dump, all right? So watching for the crack of the VWAP, very important key level over here. Anybody short with us, traders? So when you are in your position over here, like you take your first profit over here and you cover the first profit over here, right? So this is just like to show in simulation how we got this. But you can see over here, this is one mentoring student from me that is taking the trade. This over here is are the three traders, so they have 210, 214 short, and now we're simply gonna risk break even. So risk break even, and then looking for a gap and crap. Okay, you can see over here, below over here is written gap and crap, so that is the setup that we're gonna trade. If we go in watch list, we see the plan on Nvidia, we see the plan on Google, on Tesla. Remember today we have FOMC, so in the afternoon, and then we have the plan on TGL. TGL, then in my opinion, will be probably the most interesting one. We're gonna trade gap and crap. So TGL, we're looking ideally for that 8 this morning to trade short, okay? But right now I wanna go back into RUG because we are like actually short on this. So good call from 211. So for who just came over here, we are short. This is one of the mentor students. We shorted the 211 over here, alerted, and then we're looking for this unwind. Right now the price is 185. So we want to see over here 130, 140. And you can see the price action over here is simply dumping. So every single time they make a pop, like for example we saw in this area, they start like dumping. Another one over here, they start like dumping. So we have a lot of like big sellers over here on the stock right now. Okay, the fact is we're rejecting the VWAP. If this confirms, we could have over here the 145, which is our target. Beautiful trade for the room. Very beautiful trade. 211 average. This is the 5th stock this morning where we're winning. 5th stock, 5 on 5. Some support at 180. So always look over here if what? If actually we're gonna have like buyers stepping in, because this for now you can see is a fake washout. The system over here is telling that could go long play. So in case we have a reclaim of 196, for example, we're going to trail more of a position. I'm sharing also over here how to trade with Bookmap because the team asked me to share this so you can make some simulations, some practice. It's very simple. Click over here, show high trade control panel. Then you can pin it over here so this is always up. You can trade on the DOM, on the chart, or on both. I prefer simply, you know, just like sharing over here, a very simple way. So you put your size, you can cancel your orders, flatten your order right away, buy the market, ask bid, so limit, sell or short, market, ask bid, and then you have reverse. So they're still trying to over here to hold. So whenever I see over here this kind of absorption, we can mark it like this, where actually we have the heat map. Okay, so let's put a different color so we know that we have, for example, a heat map. We're gonna put this orange, right? Those are heat map over here. So we know what? We know that if they find volume, they can push it back up. This is where the system told us to enter short. And all this play, this is our entry, 211, and then fader. Traders, can you hear me on Bookmap Discord? In Bookmap Discord? Just give me a yes if you can. Okay, thank you. All right, so for now, we're gonna hold this, okay? If we don't have like high volume reclaim of the VWAP, so like a bear trap over here, and then pushing over here above 2, this is gonna fail probably to 150, and we're gonna stay with 150, 130. But remember, if over here we're gonna reclaim with very high volume, this could push even to the highs. For the open, the levels that I would like to see to short are gonna be this level over here or this level over here. Okay, so we have two major levels to short at the gate. For now, here I'm mentoring a student right now in this second, and he's taking a short with he has two accounts, so 202, a small account, and then a 212 bigger account. We had also EPA this morning, and this is a stock that has history of fading. We traded this a lot of times in the past. Simply strict fader all the way down, no high volume, so I'm not going to be too much interested in trading this. The play of the day, like we said before, is going to be TGL, holding all morning the J lines. And you want to know where my system tells me to go long. I mean, this was the long this morning, this was the long play this morning, this was the long play this morning, and this over here is the long play this morning. Then if you're long, if you are a buyer, this is where you can get in every single time with very low risk. System alerts over here where to enter, or you can simply short when, for example, the system tells you to short. So you can see over here the system told us to short at this point. The system told us to short at this point, and then we go all the way down to the J lines over here to cover. Okay, so we can spot both levels. Every single time that I see that, I double check and confirm if the order flow is my favor, and I look for imbalance. Now, as we said, the stock is grinding all morning. I want to check the daily with you so we can see where we are on the daily. Right now, the price is around 730. We have a daily level of supply into this 840, 870. Let's go back over here to the 1 minute. The top over here, we got 810. So this morning, we're looking to trade into a supply area. So ideally into this 8 area would be favorable, or 840, or over here, 860, okay? So we're gonna look for this level over here, or these two levels over here to short. This will be our play this morning, traders, on TGL. Right now, check also OLO. Okay, because this was a fader, very low volume over here, stuff into the 596. So we're gonna look for a possible unwind. Meanwhile, we have Tesla. Okay. So anybody going to trade Tesla this morning? out all TRUG, by the way, because it's going up. So simply flat your position. Then we're going to retrade this at the gate. Let me know if anybody will be trading over here Tesla. Okay. So let's start looking at our levels. We have Tesla over here on Bookmap. I mean, this is always up. We have our trend line. We have our key daily over here resistance. We can set another trend line over here. There we go. And we can set another resistance level. We're going to trade after the gate.
Yeah.
And we have another resistance level over here at 177. I'm looking for levels of point of intersection. So when a level is the key relative high, relative low, where the price reject or bounce, that becomes an important level. We have also over here, let's see, this resistance. And there we go. Okay. So this is on the hourly chart. We can see that the price had this breakdown of the support and now is retesting the support. So the price action this morning could go to the 175, 176 and fail. In order for me to say this is going to be a long play, we need to break over here at this level of 177, retest this 177, 176, and then have a push till here. Going to a lower time frame, we can see our trend line. We can cancel over here our forecast levels. So my plan this morning for intraday is going to be a long into the area of 172, looking for a first target 173 and 50, and then 176. Or if we don't have this, I'm looking for a J-line curl, okay? But this is the level where I'm looking for a potential long play. And this morning we're looking for that 175 calls. I will stay in the money, out of the money, and I will stay weekly. Okay, so that is for me. The other one that I was looking was coin. I like over here the coin if we're gonna break the 213. So this could give some push over here to the, 232, 231. I don't know why I said 213. And then 235 target. Google, another main A plus setup for me. Major support holding over here, 146, 147. The price has been holding over here this for 1 day. It's already popping. I will be trading this or short if, for example, we touch this level and start rejecting. So 148, 149. If we have 149, I would say 150 better. If we have the fake breakout and fails, then I'm looking to short. And if we instead break and start dipping to the 149, 149 and 50, I'm looking ideally too long. Okay, market over here opened. So we're gonna start following over here TGL, Tesla, NQ, also Google. TRUG looking for a push. Whole also dipping for a long push. Tesla for now dipping. Let's see if we can have a dip over here on this 172, and then 172 we're gonna go long. Long play over here on Tesla. if we're going to confirm the break of 173. Watching traders TRUG, gap and crap short in the meantime holo, and also TGL. So we're gonna look Tesla for a long between 172.60, 173 with stop below, but I want to focus over here on TRUG. I know that a lot of traders over here are watching this right now. So you can see the break. Break of the pre-market high. Let's see if it's going to reject double twice over here. High volume, 2 million plus. Taking a short 220. 220 short, risking 226. So we're short in 220 over here, risking 226, watching for a target $2. So it's 210 over here, 206, boom, we nailed it. Now risking break even. So risk now break even, because this can push very strong, held over here the VWAP, right? So we are short 220, risking 220. And you can see the big heat map over here, 225. Push in the meantime over here, TGL, that would be interesting. So give us a long play at around 740. So Tesla over here playing good, perfect trade. So when you're over here, you start selling a partial. We got the long over here into the 172.80, 173. So Tesla sell 1/3 at 174, risking the money. And you can see traders that this is simply what's out over here in Q dumping. You can see this is simply a long play, and it's just like a nice, easy under over. Okay, so nothing difficult to trade. So we have over here one play good on TRUG. Okay, so on TRUG we're short 220. And over here we are long at 173. Not bad for the open, plus 5 on 5 in pre-market. Okay. Meanwhile, we're riding in our trading room that plays. So TRUG perfect 189. Take out half from 220, and Tesla hold with higher lows. Watching also over here now, TGL. Google could be interesting. For now, waiting over here, TGL. We had a long play with the J lines. Exactly on this bar over here, 730. So remember our levels over here to trade short are 215, 240, 260, 815, 840, 860. So brutal over here traders on TRUG. Tesla trailing with a VWAP. If we have volume at VWAP, we will add more. Tesla over here watching. If this holds the VWAP, we're going to increase the position. TRUG simply hold for 140, 150, okay? TRUG, home run, 140, 150. NQ, the system gave an F15. You can see over here NQ or Qs, who trades NQ and Qs. The system tells us over here to short. Plus, you see the square told us also to add the position there. So very good if you trade it simply using the template like many of our traders and students do. This instead is the long play that the system gave on TGL. This is our long. Okay, this is our long play. TRUG, perfect. Tesla out in the money. So TRUG, perfect, short. Tesla out in the money. NQ, we have an FFT. And TGL over here, remember, we're looking for a short. But TGL at the open, simply under over J-line curve.
Scusa. Ti ricordi T-Slim al daily? T-Slim al daily. The same thing I'm looking on TRUG.
TRUG first daily level over here, 840, 860. Getting to the second level over here, still high volume, so waiting. So following over here the system. And order flow, okay? Patience, still we have no trade short on TGL. We only had our system giving us a long setup over here on the break of 720, 730. This is based on the trading system playbook. And also you can see one of the plays that we always look for on Bookmap. Okay, this is around 6-7 years over here. I'm explaining this setup, which is an under over V pattern.
Yep.
Taking a starter A55 on TGL, very small because it's front side, A55 short starter, very, very small on TGL. We have a daily level over here. I'm waiting for a wash to 820. If I see that it's coming for a wash, I'm gonna add fast. Questo è il nostro, lontano, c'è tutto. Daily level. Anche lui. There we go. Bang. Okay. Let's see if we're gonna drop a little bit more. Want to see over here more seller. Look at the times and seal. This is what I want to look for. Okay. I want to look for that drop. 807 over here, covered partial. Boom. 807, cover partial. That is what we want, traders. Okay, simply looking for those A+ setups. Got it? 790, cover more. And this is the process we're doing over here. This is the mentor student by me. You can see that he took a starter just when we alerted. We took the ad over here, 855. And then over here, he traded 2 accounts. This is one account. And he took the first cover over here. Okay? Very easy. Explaining what we're trading. The setup we're trading is written over here. So this is a gap and extension play. And based on the playbook, you know exactly how to trade it. On TRUG, we're trading the gap and crap. And we're short over here from 220. Okay? So now we're risking the money. So this morning we made 7 trades, 7 wins. Everything is back tested over years. So what we're trading is directly from a playbook. But you could see that the timing came over here again from the template. So it gave us over here our J Slim short together with the big volume over here, selling pressure. Again, this template in the trading system will be released in the next several weeks for the traders. It's a system that works for futures, large caps, and small caps. We're gonna release it with the new website coming out. And basically what you have to do is simply learn the strategy, learn order flow, and then trading using this trading system, which will have everything incorporated in. Good morning, Tom. All right, traders, so we are over here. This morning, we longed the 173 on Tesla, and then over here we had the reversal. You can see the short setup is over here, the square. We had over here a short play based on the systems, okay? So I'm gonna write over here what the system gave us. So this is a short here. This is the short here. And this was the long play here. And the alert that we got over here is 220. So we're short 220. This alerted. Explain alerted traders here in the room. And this over here is the system that we had a setup short over here. Short 855. And long play over here. TRUG home run. Long play over here from the gate. Not bad morning, right? And it's very easy to trade like this when you know exactly what you have to do. So TRUG home run, cover 170 more. Then as we said, hold for 140, 150. I want to see some good pattern, some good trade this morning on this. Okay? TRUG target, first main target. And remember what we said this morning, this was a level 2 trade. Bang. again, risking the money for TGL. TRUG, we have to scale out more. Sorry. Oh, it already scaled out over here, pardon. But this is the setup. Let's see what else over here we have. Tesla's fading. So for now, NQ stay short until the setup over here doesn't tell you that we're gonna have a long play. Tesla's on that support, the trend line, remember. So TGL trying again for a push, a 50, so we're out all over here. And traders, it looks like so simple. It's not, okay? It's not. I also promise you in the next week, I just have like a couple of podcasts, but I promise you also an interview with one of the traders that turned from, you know, losing almost every day to 6 figures in a year. And he's gonna be in the podcast, and he's gonna share how he did it with options. Thank you, Sebastian. Swim. So swim over here on watch. It's very liquid. Swin. Sorry, swin. Swin. Swin over here. It's a very tricky stock, I believe this. I don't have really great key levels over here. Maybe 13. So if this gets to 13, so swing traders, if it gets to 13, I could be interested. 13 only for me. So on Tesla over here, we're gonna start watching the hard time frame in case it rebounds. Remember, we have the trend line, okay? So when I see these levels over here, the trend line we took, remember this morning, that for me is the potential starter of a trade. So my bad over here when I was sharing over here how to use these setups. Sorry. We didn't get out over here from the long because we were busy on other setups. So for now, if we're gonna have a double bottom over here in Tesla, because this is a trend line, it's also the main 200, is a key level over here for us on the daily. Between 171 and 40, 171 and 60, we're gonna start taking for a possible long. So 140, 160, we're gonna look for a long play, okay? And same on NQ. Exactly, same on NQ over here. So start to look for the patterns over here. We're gonna start like taking a small position. NQ, we're gonna wait to see over here the confirmation. I like to dive into the higher time frame, so like 15 minutes as well. Okay, so right now we're looking at holo for a push. Big dump in the meantime over here on TGL. So remember, short 855, and now we are at 740. Boom. TGL, another home run. Okay, traders. Hope you took it. So for now, we are this morning. We took the first long on Tesla. We took the short on TRG. We took the short on TGL, and also the system gave long, and the system gave short over here on NQ. Okay, remember FFT, it came exactly from this level over here, 1615 area. Start watching traders holo if we get $6. So we're gonna put a hole over here. Okay, TRUG, and over here TGL, cover half. If you didn't do it yet. Holo, we have it over here. You can see the massive volume coming in. We need to wait over here for 620s. And this, traders, is exactly how I want you to trade, but this requires time, okay? So TRUG, you can see one of the traders, fail, cover, short, all the way down, massive win. And on something like TRUG, you can take 10, 20,000 shares. So even if you make 20 cents average, that's gonna be a 3 or 4K profit. Real quick. No, questo l'ho attaccato. And there's just a test there. So 15 and 30. Yeah. Just over here, looking at where now we can trade with size on TRUG and also TGL to add to your position, to add to the position. Okay, so we'll be back to you soon. So waiting for now, you can see Tesla working from the trend line. So over here, if you're longer in your Tesla, you can see the rip 173, that's the open level. And what you want to do over here, you simply want to take off, a partial. Okay, if we break the 173 on the rip, and that's pretty good. So we can look to sell over here the 173 partials. Okay, remember we got in the 172 and 40, and now you're looking for that 175. Okay, so traders, I'm not really too much interested over here in managing positions, using over here the retrading thing, because we're trading actually in the room. So I'm only sharing what are the playbooks. Over here you can see the big dump on holo. We're not in, we are waiting over here 6 or 620. At this point, Tesla risking the money. NQ, we still don't have a confirmed long. So when we have a confirmed long over here, I will explain the reason why. For traders who ask me what we should use, DXFeed, Arithmetic. Honestly, I like DXFeed for the large caps and small caps more than OmniFeed, even if that has ARCA, but it has only ARCA. For futures traders, I would simply stay with Arithmetic, but that's my opinion, okay? So feel free to experiment both. I have nothing against this. It's just Arithmetic is the best in the world, one of the best in the world, okay? So that's what also I use for the algorithm that we build. And on futures, that's really the best. The data is more precise, okay? The data is more precise. Okay, let's go back over here. So holo, we're not in. We are TRUG, we are TGL. TGL target, first main target over here, Jalen's 1. Okay, we're in from the 855. Tesla over here, remember to put the stop in the money. And I think we already gave 25 good minutes of trading in small caps, large caps, and futures. Still showing over here some selling pressure. Okay, so I want to see another dump over here from the 180, 182 on TRUG for the unwind. TGL opened. So you always have to be careful when the halt happen that they don't reclaim the view at volume, then they start pushing. For now, this is still a short. We're going to hold it. Now our trailing is going to be 780. Okay, so we're going to trail over here. TGL trail 780. And again, you can see over here when and what we alert. Every single alert is never later or earlier than what we say. We alert over here 241, exactly 241 because I'm in Italy. Exactly this point over here, okay, TGL, this point here, okay, that is where our entry came and where my student over here took the short. So now we're gonna look for target $6. I think we can get that unless it reclaims. Sorry, Sean, for this. Because I put the resolution pretty small on my charts. Maybe this is how you can see it better. I can put it for today. Then I like to have a resolution very small. So the first one over here is Holo, then TRUG, then TGL, and then Tesla. I trade a lot of futures as well. And in this case, we are looking at NQ for a long position. So it's setting up for a long position over here. We had a play this morning on YM. CL over here, but I wanted to also look with you traders at the other in the big cap plan that we had this morning. So remember that we had Meta over here. I'm only looking to trade this long above 500, 502, not for now. Coin breaking out this first resistance 233. I'm not long bias because this, in order to be a long for us, has to break this catalyst at 238, 237. And I'm gonna explain why. Every single time that the price gets to these J lines over here hourly, you can see that we have one sort of bounce or rejection. Bounce or rejection, right? Over here we had a bounce, rejection, rejection. So I'm not really looking to long into that resistance. And I'm waiting that we have a clear out over here. We start dipping and then pushing. So I'm gonna long over here only on higher low. So this is a day trading strategy with precise rules and it's very systematic. So a lot of traders ask me, how is it possible to get that consistency? Only with hard work. And pretty proud of one of the mentor students that I had over here at my academy. He's also very active in the room. We're gonna make an interview together. So in the last over here 3 months, he was able to make more than 40K trading options. Again, the trader studied before 2 years and a half. Came to Italy, participated to seminary, and he started simply to change his way of trading. But the work that he did was insanely high. And I believe that the reason why not everybody, becomes the best trader is because you don't put that enough effort in your trading. This is another trader, just to show you what's possible to do even with a small account. This is from the 1st of January, trading only futures. you made over here 25K trading ES, CL, RTY, YM, GC, DAX. Okay, on DAX, you know that you need a little bit more margin, but this is what you can do. And the job that I do with a trader is I share even the charts, the trade, the examples, the win rate, and everything. So basically, he's putting the face when we share this kind of months. Okay, he's putting the face. And all these two traders, what they have in common, they're using Bookmap. So I'm not here to sell you Bookmap or anything, but since I put Bookmap in their trading improves so much, radically. And that's one of the aspects that I really found in so many traders, okay? I would say honestly that, you know, it depends really from the strategy you're trading. Like what we saw this trading this morning was a lot of day trading, right? In and out and out. Now we're simply holding the position and that's it. But it really depends on how you trade. And with the setup that we trade in the room, so we have a playbook, okay? An example of a playbook I can give over here. I mean, this is a playbook over here. This is one of the long play that we take, okay? So a playbook has precise explanation, precise rules. And together with Bookmap, you have really a high odds of success. Some of the we trade have almost 80% win rate, okay? But of course, you have to track, you have to back test, you have to learn. So it's not easy, not like, you know, you get rich quick. It doesn't happen like that. Another thing for who doesn't know, is that if you simply look at Bookmap, a lot of times you will try to buy and sell only because you have a key support level. Well, you always have to refer to the chart to see if that level is really that important. For example, we have over here coin, okay? I'm gonna put up coin right now. I'm gonna put the last 2 hours. And my system, or our system, being that we're trading together, would tell me, Jay, this is our short level, 235, 236. So what I do is essentially, why 235, 236? Because on coin, every single time the price goes to the hourly J line, so that gray line, has a bounce or rejection. Look, every single time. So we have over here what? A bounce play. We have over here what? A bounce play. So every single time I look for those demand zones, supply areas. So that's a beautiful short for me. But of course, it's a short if I have this confirmation. And that confirmation 235, you have it exactly here. So this, you see this heat map that it breaks and fills. That's a fake breakout. That's one of the favorite setups that I have. For me, it's impossible to alert in the room 200 signals in a day. It's impossible because as you saw today, we were on Tesla, we missed a Q, we were on TRGL, TRUG, and I'm still gonna miss some trades. And that's the reason why we have the academy, we have the mentoring, because I'm teaching traders how to trade, so how to build their account, form their strategy so they can trade themselves. That's the purpose of all this. We're not an alert room. We send alerts, but you have to learn how to trade, okay? But that is the setup that I like to trade. So let's look over here again. So the price now is gonna go to the hourly J lines. Let's see if it rejects or gives a fake breakout. That is gonna be our short. And you always look for where is the target. The target in this case will be this 229. So even if I'm risking $1 for this target, that's worth it, right? We're still taking 4 or 5 hour return. So for now, traders, we are in TRUG, still holding short. We covered a big chunk. We're still short TGL. NQ, we're still waiting. We took a good long on Tesla. So keep it easy. You don't have to overtrade. And this over here, if it confirms a 5-minute bar, you know that is rejecting that 235. Boom, I will get over here short. Okay. Any questions? Buddy, I did strength training. Just did this morning barbell rows, 8 reps with almost 400 pounds. That's not bad for, you know, an old dude like me. But right now I'm doing much more hypertrophy. Yes, this zone, the gray that we saw before, is exactly the ma. And this is the 5-minute candle. If the 5-minute candle over here would confirm below 235 and 50, that would be for me a confirmed short on coin. Let's look at NQ. So first thing, NQ, watching on the hourly. This morning we had a plan. My plan was look for the trend line break. If we hold and start curling, then I'm looking for a long. Otherwise, it's a short. And where came the short this morning? Because you can tell me, Jay, okay, you tell us right now that we have a short. But where is the short? What is the entry? Well, this is below here. This is what the system gave us when the price was around 20 over here. It gives us FFT. FFT means fill follow through, means go short. And then once we have, sorry, got a little bit of allergy this morning. Once we have also this square, that is your entry short. Target is down here. Is it still a long for me? It's a demand zone. It's still not a long confirmed. As for now, it's still not a short confirmed over here on coin. Okay, let's go over here on AMD. This morning, I always look at AMD. I don't like to trade it too much, especially in days like this. Let's look over here, Amazon. Amazon is one of those stocks that I like to trade. So again, Amazon, what it did, you can see that this is the open. First, this went up. And then you see this square over here, okay, that square over here. So when it was middle of this bar, exactly in the break of 176, because it waits the open level, we have the forecast over here, FFT. So it tells us to short. What I do over here again is looking at Amazon. If Bookmap confirms, I take the short. But again, it's impossible to trade everything. For that, you know, you need a team, so that's the reason why we also trade together. And this is Amazon over here. So the entry setup, we have it confirmed exactly when we break this level over here. Okay, so that tells us short. And when I look over here, I'm looking at Bookmap, we form what? We form a V pattern. So we have a push over here up, then a push over here below. We're fading that 176, so we have a rounded cup or reverse a V pattern, and then we're looking for a short over here. Where's the target? Again, this low. This is coin. So coin this morning gave a setup of long. Again, how I know that is a long, you see over here the square. This is where this is when the system over here, FFT A plus, confirms for a long. And then over here, FFT, it gives us a short when it's fading this level over here. So two setup. Then of course, I don't like to trade a chop because over here you will have a lot of false signals. And that's the reason why at a certain time, so generally after 10 o'clock, I start passing, switching to a 5-minute chart. Let's go back to Tesla. So we're breaking the trend line over here. So we can see that it didn't hold, but now we have that support. And again, at that support, I'm starting looking for a potential long play. If we're gonna hold over here and we have a setup, I will alert for the traders today in the room. So let's look in the small cap land as well. We have TGL, Works. Works is pushing up again. I like the Works over here. So we're gonna put Works. We're gonna put Works also on Bookmap. Remember, this is a multi-day extension play. Seems like it never stops, right? We're breaking the high of yesterday, and we have a resistance at $4.50, definitely. So $4.50 works. Works as a short over here at 430. Watching for a short works 430. Exactly here. The reason why this is an extension play is stalling over here the price.
Daily. But for this over here.
We have some resistance at 440. Watching over here for a pattern like a J Slim to load the both. For now over here $4, 406. 405 wash. Holo pushing, possibly a J-line curl. And you can see that when we alert the trades over here, we immediately learn this is one of the mentor students that I'm training, sorry. 430 at a big size over here. Now we're looking for that 350 and lower. Okay, big heat map above 440 tells the resistance, boom, smack it, and then we want to see 340 over here, bang. If we have volume stopping the money, that's fine, and we're gonna revisit. It's always important for me also to look at the times and sales. So if I can do this right now.
The 90 MA over here.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna trail in the money and then relook if we can have another setup to short. So we can see we have still resistance at 440. Yeah, big caps are very slow today. I agree, buddy. Much more, I would say, attention to all these long plays. I mean, this was a setup that I missed long this morning, but you can see the system giving me a long over here, 933. Yep. Remember, we have FOMC, so it's pretty normal that it's going to be a little bit slow. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2:30 or 2 o'clock. I think 2:30. Interesting over here to see if we're going to have a day slim. It's on a 5-minute chart. 440 could be the fake out to short, or even 450-day level. And often what we see this manipulation in small caps, especially low floaters, high volume. They're going to trap breakout traders, and then they're going to simply dump. If that's the case scenario, so we're going to have a push above 440, 450, then that's going to be our fake breakout, type 2 manipulation. Boom, we're going to short it again. Okay. Remember, he's saying it, right? So we're looking for that fake breakout and unwind. Let's see. In the meanwhile, hold over here, always J-line curl. That never dies, that holo. Meanwhile, I want to check. I use a scanner on another monitor, so I'm looking always at the monitor what I have in the scanner. TRUG over here, hold it, works. We're over here. We have TGL, hold it. Tesla over here, holding the trend line, and now giving a reversal setup. So we have what? A lot of chop on Tesla at the moment. And I believe the best way for now is going to be waiting the power speaking. All right, so we have a wash and works. Often these washes, what they see, they fake the breakdown and then they start pushing back up. So check it over here. Okay, let's start watching ANGH. ANGH, we have a stock with no cash. It's 8 million float, so interesting. ANGH, sorry. Key level will be exactly 170. So watching ANGH for 170. I'm gonna put over here also on Bookmap, ANGH 170, ANGH.
Ti ricordi che c'è il tuo blu?
So watching for the daily level 170, almost went parabolic over here. It's just dying over here very fast. Simply died 4 cents from the level of resistance.
Devo prendere basta. 4 cents.
Nice reversal candle. So if now we push over here into 150, 155, I will be looking to trade this short. Otherwise, nothing. Holo pushing up. Checking over here, Holo. We're looking for this $6 or 620s. So Holo, what to say about it? We have a stock that after 10 o'clock it's holding the open level. So always careful to trade these short. I like to take the longs over here. For example, once this reclaimed, this was a decent play long. The only reason why I didn't take it this morning was the lack of volume. On something like this, I want to see at least 300K per minute and had only 40K per minute. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to long this. Okay. So watching Holo over here. Let's see if we can have that push where we want it. And don't be early. Or you take the long on the dip, or you take the short on the push, on the pop. Andiamo col primo cry. Let's see if we can break the 6 and give us a short, low risk entry. So I like to see those fake breakouts, lack of volume after, and then easy short play. So over here we have not a lot of buyers. You see 20, 37, 49. And this is the chart range, sorry, trades counter, okay? Trades counter, so I want to see how many trades we have over here. And once we get into this high, we have already few buyers stepping in. So that is an indication for me that tells me, hey, you know what, Jay? I'm not really interested to buy over here. We have a big heat map. I can start looking for a potential reversal. I'm always looking for this, okay, to be weak. All right, traders, so 10:30, we're over here from 9 o'clock this morning. Again, if you would like to go over more, feel free to reach out. If you want to join the mentorship, we're going to start a new class of JTrader Max on the 1st of April. Then I'm going to be in Madrid, so for event 1st of May. We're going to be with Bookmap in the States in September. First in New York and then in Colorado, Denver. Again, thank you very much. Reach out if you need more help, and have a good trading. Always don't risk max than what you can afford to lose. Thank you very much, and see you next week. Take care.